Hi, I'm Katie.
I'm Andrea.
And together we're Thrive 90, supporting people with long COVID and other post-infection conditions to find their way to recovery and improvement. And today we wanted to talk about a topic it's a little bit of a first aid, that we know that it's very likely that at some point people are going to experience a crash or post-exertional malaise, or just a low energy day. So, I think we know that symptoms can vary day to day or even hour to hour. And so the question is, what do you do when you hit that low point and you're kind of really lacking energy, or symptoms are feeling really strong, and you want to feel better, either because you have commitments or you have things that you need and want to do, or just generally you don't want to feel that way. So we've got some good practical tips and things that you can do just to give yourself a little bit of a boost to help ease symptoms in those moments, and we hope that you find them helpful. So I think that the first thing is just to not worry about it too much, not to beat yourself up. Certainly, if anything that you've done in terms of pushing yourself previously has led to that, don't worry about it. The past is the past. And then really it's about doing what you can in the moment to create more energy, more capacity in your body, and help to manage symptoms. So, don't dwell on it and just think about what practically you can do now to help yourself feel better. So there's a couple of tips. Some are some eye movements. Always really important to stay hydrated. So get some good water on board. And if you're feeling that craving to reach for food, really try to avoid sugary snacks or, kind of like chips or anything like that. And we really suggest things like carrots, that aren't going to give you a super big spike in glucose levels, which can also help to even out symptoms. So, kind of things like carrots and nuts, hummus, those are great options when you're feeling low, to not kind of make things worse through the food that you're eating. So in terms of other actions and activities, we're going to start off with ankle tilts, and Andrea's just going to take you through what that looks like now.
Yeah, so usually we do the ankle tilts in a standing position, but we can also do them sitting down and even lying in bed. So even when you wake up and you feel not good, the first thing is to know that you have something you can offer your body and your system to reduce some stress. And we're using ankle tilts, and maybe it sounds a little bit silly to use ankle tilts to feel better, but it's really that the systems in the body working together, and your proprioceptive system is a big system in the body and send signals to the brain, and then we send at least safety signals from the proprioceptive system to the brain. There is already more capacity. So here are the ankle tilts. I'm just sitting upright. You want to have an upright position with your head, and then I just tilt my outside ankle towards the floor. You have more range of motion when you do this standing, but again, if you don't feel well and you don't want to get up and you want to do the first thing, you can do it seated. So you can just put the outside ankle to the floor, try to move slow and smooth. So that's a safe movement for the body, for the brain, to actually reach this capacity you're looking for. You can do it one side and then the other side. And the ankle is an example. We're walking on our feet all day long. So you want to basically support your feet, but you can do every other joint too. They're just really high impact joints, and the ankle is one of it.
Yeah, and as you do this, you want to try to be nice and kind of straight with your shoulders. Keep your head and your neck straight if you can, but it's it's very gentle. It doesn't take much energy, and as you do it, you should also kind of often feel yourself just kind of releasing sort of some of your body and your joints, just releasing tension. Almost like what you would get out of a really good intensive yoga session, but as you can see, it's really quick, It's something you can do, sitting or lying down. Does not take a lot of energy if you don't have a lot of spoons or energy left. And it actually, help lighten the symptoms a little bit and help give you a little bit more capacity on those low energy days. Other ones include some eye movements, and we've posted up some tools already, but just a really quick one and super easy, which you can definitely do lying down, is something that we call pencil push-ups. So that is super simple. And Andrea, do you want to show us that one again?
Sure. You want to sit upright. You have your thumb as a pencil, but you look at the thumb. You want to see it clear, and then you bring it towards your eyes, and then you can bring it out again. You bring it towards your eyes, and then out again on nose level. But you could also do it like out here, and then use the other thumb to do it on the other side, and just moving your eyes and moving the eye muscles will also create some capacity, because the eyes are having such an impact of what we do when we walk through the day, and up to 70% of our visual impact influences what we do and what we can do. So having them activated in the morning to get more capacity is one simple tool to use.
And we know that the muscles around your eyes are kind of really strongly linked to your nervous system, and so a lot of times nervous system and kind of tension and being in fight or flight mode is something that can cause symptoms to be worse. And so actually there's kind of a really direct link with eye movements and being able to tap into your nervous system and kind of support that. And even if I think the pencil push-ups are great, but even if you just do eye movements just to one side and then to the other side, without moving your head, again, that's something that, any of these things do not take a lot of energy, and they give you a little bit of capacity in those moments where, you're feeling like your energy is really low and you need a little bit of a boost and a little bit of a way to lighten the load and feel better, to be more functional on that day.
And it's really important to just give it a try, so you know that you have some really easy, simple tools in your pocket when a day starts not as good as you hope to, or if you need some energy for a certain task you want to do, or you want to go out of the door and you need a little bit more capacity for what's next.
Great. Thanks so much. Really, can't wait to hear your experience, so feel free to reach out with any questions or how you found this. Again, great for those low energy days, or those moments where you're going to stress yourself, or going to be doing a little bit more than you usually do, and you can kind of do some of these before that to give yourself a little bit of more capacity and resilience in your day. Thanks.